Hare Krishna. So today we continue Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, chapter number 2. The name of chapter is the Hiranyakashipu, the king of demons. Slok number is 47. Okay? 47. We are in advanced university to have backbone in यावत् लिंगम अन्वितः तावत् कर्म निबंधनम् ततो विपर्यः क्लेशो मायायोगेन वर्तते यावत् लिंगमितो आत्मा तावत् कर्माणि बन्धनम् ततो विपर्यः क्लेशो मायायोगेन वर्तते यावत् लिंगानितो आत्मा तावत् कर्माणि बन्धनम् ततो विपर्यः क्लेशो मायायोगेन वर्तते यावत् लिंगो नितो आत्मा तावत् कर्माणि बन्धनम् ततो विपर्यः क्लेशो मायायोगेन वर्तते यावत् लिंगो आत्मा माया योगेन वर्तते यावत् लिंगो नितात्मा तावत् कर्माणि बन्धनम् ततो विपर्यः क्लेशो माया योगे वर्तते ओके यावत् लिंगो नितो आत्मा तावत् कर्माणि बन्धनम् ततो विपर्यः क्लेशो माया योगो वर्तते यावत् लिंगो नितो आत्मा तावत् कर्माणि बन्धनम् ततो विपर्यः क्लेशो माया योगेन वर्तते यावत् as long as lingah avitah covered by the subtle body he indeed atma the soul tavat that long karma of fruitive activities nibandhanam bondage tatah from that viparyah reverse wrongly thinking of the body to the self kleshah mishri maya yogah a strong relation with the external illusionary energy अनुवर्तते फल ट्रांसलेशन एंड प्रभुपाद ऐसे भक्तों के स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय as long as the spirit soul is covered by the subtle body consisting of the mind's intelligence and false ego he is bound to the result of his fruitive activity because of this covering the spirit soul is connected with the material energy and must accordingly suffer material conditions and reversals continuously, life after life. Translation: the living entity is bound by the subtle body, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. At the time of the day, the mind set as a criteria for the spirit's being carried to another type of the body. If a living being receives the direction of the mind and engage the mind in the loving service of the Lord, the mind cannot degrade him. The duty of all human beings, therefore, to keep the mind always engaged in the lotus feet of the Lord. Savai Mana Krishna Padaravindo. When the mind is engaged at the lotus feet of the Krishna, the is purified, and then the intelligence gets inspiration from the super soul, the Dhammi Buddhi Yoga term. Thus, the living entity makes a progress toward the liberation from the material bondage. The individual living soul is subject to the laws of produced activities, but the super soul Paramatma is not affected by the fruitive activity of the individual souls, as confirmed in the Vedic Upanishad. The Paramatma and Jivatma, who are like two birds, are sitting in the body, sanction the activity of the individual soul as the individual soul desires. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Vandeham Shri Vaishagana Lalita Sri Vishaka Vitaksham Pati Natnami Hari Papataru Bheshta Krupā Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to today's Bhagavatam class. So we are trying to explain as my ability or by the instruction by our seniors. We explain how the pastimes or the story behind this shloka is the before the Prahlad Maharaj's birth or the brother of Hiranyaksha, killed by the Lord's incarnation Varadev Hiranyaksha. And if we are suffering about one of the family members leave the body, or we are suffering with the lamentations. Or similarly, the Hiranyaksha family also suffering with lamentations, and the lamentations are here from the Yamaraj, and became in the form of the little box from the body or soul. Those who are sitting in the body are trying to explain how we are separated. They are giving different type of analogies and explain how we are separated. We think that we know that all are in ignorance, that all of Indian are ignorance. I think I understand that. But if someone try to, in difficult conditions, so even the knowledge, someone have knowledge, but it is difficult to us what is the use of knowledge, or how the use of this knowledge, how they apply the knowledge. It is difficult things. Yesterday, Govind Prabhu said that Everyone says, I know God, or I have lot of faith on the God, but no one can know how the utilize this faith or what is the use of this faith. They cannot know. Similarly, we have we are in suffering with the different types of the miseries. We are in, once upon a time, one story is and related that when billionaire's son or billionaire's man or accident happens accident and they suffering forgetfulness or they head injury and they forgot what he is or after sometimes due course of times they are running want to food then do this work do clean the drainage clean this passage and they doing same things they are forgot they remember due to head injury they forget the what they are and they doing work for his hunger or for his stomachs they are working as a labor. Similarly, we also born in that family. We think that we are too much attached at that family. So the religious or we can say that caste is also too much attached. Every relative which has belonged to us, we too much hate on that, and we care him. But other people we cannot care him, or we reject him, or we blaspheming to others and doing some unwanted. We are coming from the richest family, or but due course of time we forget the our real identity. And what happens? We forget real identity. We do work as a labor. We are billionaire sons or millionaire sons. But what we do? We do the labor works. Every times we see that no one want to do the service or don't want to doing jobs. No one want to blaspheme the seniors or no one want to. We want to every times we want to doing the angels because our natures, our soul's natures, we are so separated from the last two slokas. We are trying to explain how the body is separated from the soul. Similarly, we think that basically. This is our homes. We are attached to it, and this is we think this is our bikes. This is our children's. Then we are attached to towards him, and uh, immediately we know that this is now his house is not as long as our. Then we are detached from that house. Understand we realize that this is we are not or we are belonging that we are not belonging that then immediately we are detached from the body. Here we hear from one story. This is a picture story, but the name of the picture is Sadama, shock, and that story, one is actress, definitely one is the hero, and families, but they forgot his memory and they don't know what they are, or where they came. And the hero are taking care of him, and that's his real identity. And she went toward the his house and sitting in the train. they see the hero says, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And they worse, they become mad and they say we are sadma because one day or some if one devotee visit or give the proper answer or give the proper answer to our questions and explain who I am or who हम कौन है ऐसे कोई एक्सप्लेन करे तर प्रभु जी बताते हैं तो we realize yes we are try to realize this we are separated from the body and suddenly जैसे हमें पता चलता है कि यस तो other people also say that what the fellow is doing this becomes mad or this is also in sadhana and they also suffering with the sadhana. So here in sloka also try to explain how the body is separated from the soul or soul is separated from the body. As we accept the Krishna consciousness, the people, all people or other ordinary people say that the peoples or ISKCON वाले पागल हैं. They say that ISKCON वाले क्या है सब पागल हैं. Because they don't know our real identity or they suffering too much in a ignorance. So we also related one story, one of the beggar story. भिखारी रहता है. They visit, they work or they lot of work also work. That beggar door to doors and working hard and making a one gold coin from his earning and visit the gold man's house and they knock tuck 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 and the gold man came out his house and said, what do you want? Gold. The beggar says, sit, please. I want to deal with you. What type of deal? They dropped this one. Because of they dropped his gold coins and the old man said, yes. कहाँ से लाया coin को? So they said that I want to give you these gold coins, but before that I want to deal with you. What type of the deal? I want to see your treasury for 1 hour. So then after I will give you coins. The gold man says, are you sure? कहीं लेके तो नहीं जाओगे कुछ? So no. Just before going inside, please check and outside when we are back, you will also check. If you want to stay with near me. Okay. And they seeing the tragedy, they too much happiness to are enjoying too much. Wow, this is our and they gold man staying near his beggars and they say that what this fellow is doing? He is a greatest man in the world because he is doing too much hard work for earning 1 coin of gold and they after 1 hour he lost also and they enjoying the loss. And they hear, beggar hear, they say that, who says that? The gold man say that, you are the pagal. The beggar said, Sethji, I am not pagal. Greatest pagals, you. आप बड़े सबसे बड़े पागल हो. Sahudi, because you know one day you also live this tragedy. You cannot taking 1 gold coin but you cannot enjoy this treasury. You cannot use proper use. So we are too much attached to our body, or too much attached to our tragedy, or what we say that, too much attached to our works, or what we earn from that works, too much attached. We know the one day we want to live, and at that time we cannot carry the one coin also. So if you not use proper this body, then we also, what happens if you not use the proper utilization of this body? We are suffering, or if you have desires, just desires also, and as well as the fruits also we get, or suffering also similarly coming with it. One time, one man visit in the temples and said, Lord, please, I want to need 10 lakh rupees, please give me. And after times, they get the 10 lakh rupees, they change his conditions, and they also next time they visit that times temples. But at that times, they change his garments. Before the situations, before coming the situation, first time they visit, the situation is different, and after getting the 10 lakh rupees, the situation also is the difference. Similarly, if you work in office and doing lot of works in the day, and at the end we came back in the house and call from the office and say that, sir, your work is done. It means we are doing over whole day, and we are getting the result or the fruits at the end. Similarly, sometimes we get the fruits of this getting the work, or by the using this body, we get the fruits or result at same times, or maybe it's in a next life. Or these situations, if you desire that type of the Lord, fulfill these desires, or all desiring if you want to, or because here say that Paramatma sitting in everyone's heart, and they seeing or hearing what you want, and as our desires, as your karma, Lord, fulfill all desires according to our karmas, our actions, they fulfill all desires. And hence, Lord created 84 flocks of faces. And Lord try to give what is our, or what is the best for us. They give different types of the body. If you have desires, I want to sleep whole days, then we get the bear's body. And if you want to have eat non-veg, then Lord fulfill our desires, getting the body of lions and others animals like that. Similarly, someone want to doing enjoying, or wanting to whole day bathing, or enjoying as a swimming. Lord fulfill his desires by getting the body of the fish, or those who are stay, or they are in waters, fishes. So this is our karma or actions, Lord, fulfill our desires. Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Yam yam vapi smaranam bhava tam tam yanti kalevara. At the time of death, what you think and what our endeavor and what our actions, both things are consideration, and as this we getting the body, that type of the body, what our desires. So we want to desire or we want to every time thinking about the Lords, because if we want to thinking Lords, then at the time of death we think about the Lords or Lord pastimes. And if you think now like that, we want to eat the rasgullas or gulab jamuns. First, what we do? We express our desires, and after that, what we do? The mind is thinking where is the getting the proper things by we making the gulab jamun or rasgullas, and others indriyas or others hands and legs are doing work for the preparations, and after that the mind or the soul is fulfilling their desires. Similarly, we first what we want to do, we want to do think or express our desire. What we express or what we want to express, oh Lord, please engage me in your service. Or every time, every day we chant and say the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And the meaning is that, oh Lord, oh Radharani, please oh Lord, oh Radharani, please engage me in your service. So, by the due course of time, our desires is like that. We are want to do service and doing work like as what we want or what our desires. And at the time of death, we definitely remember Lord's. Ajamil also the great Brahmana, but by the attachment, he forgot his real identity. And after the visitings or before by the his natures, at the time of death, he remember his son, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And hearing the Narayan words, it is an Narayan words from the spiritual words, not material words. From the Narayan words, Narayan's with Yamadutas, and they fighting, but they save from the clutch of the Yamadutas. Prabhupada also wrote the one books on this second chance. So our desire is most important. If you express our desires, and as desires, we try to fulfill our desires, then definitely at the end of day, we remember, we don't know. Prabhupada says that life, death is a exams, or we are trying to prepare the exams. But this exam is speciality. What is the speciality of this exams? We don't know date and time. This is a reality or is a speciality of these exams. Uh, So we want to try, because first we have to discuss the everyone in a ignorance, but some people have the knowledge, and some people have know the how to utilize the knowledge. It is difficult to task. So if you are associate that type of the devotee or that type of the people who have knowledge, and we how they utilize, then we can fulfill our desires, and as well as actions. We remember the Lord's. Thank you very much. Please forgive me. I have no quality, or I have no any type of the quality, but I try to my best and express what I am hearing from the our parampara or our seniors. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
जय कसरी